What's up, YouTube? Trying to mess with this power head. I made a filter socket. It's plugged in, and I could like definitely feel some type of magnetic thing with that. So this thing won't work. Hold on. So I got it unplugged. You could show you guys the suction cups work real good, but I don't know what's wrong with it. So I got that in there, and then so that's pretty much in as far as it should go. I don't know. I made this filter sock, and I thought that was the problem, and it's a tight fit. I think the bottle's in there. I just wanted to try to get it to work, but the power head just doesn't work as it should be. And it's pretty much, how it is, how it goes. So let's see. I'm gonna try it one more time and show you guys. I should have, but I didn't think I needed to test. Everything looked fine with the power head. I did what I could, but it turns out, just some bad luck. Well, it's too late to use the original piece, but I'm gonna try to connect it. So yeah, it's pretty much junk. It's plugged in. It used to try to vibrate, and it just spits out a little bit. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to have this this messed up plastic hose that it kind of came with. So I'm just testing this power head to see. Just to see if it wants to go, but it goes for a minute and then or a second, and then just definitely stops. Maybe the propellers, probably warped, and it's not really it's not dealing with the pressures as I would hope it would. And I gotta look for other stuff, like for the HOB and everything. I gotta look for that motor. It should be somewhere over there. Maybe, it should be somewhere in this room. So why it cuts off, I really don't know. Besides just the just having part of just kind of holding it like at a certain water level, kind of gets it to go a little bit more, because the propeller isn't really it's basically right at. So I don't know if when you buy something like this. Yeah, I've never had a power head, but this is why I kind of set up these aquariums. this way so I could test some of the equipment and kind of learn. I mean, it should work. It's just... So I'm guessing these power heads, you kind of just barely touch it. And if it goes any other way, the propeller's going to get jammed. I was thinking this thing was one of those other power heads that are pretty much submersible. I mean, it's a strong action. It's just absolutely, it's just a strong action. It's just, I mean, I wouldn't mind having something like this, you know, an underground or an underwater type of water flow, you know, but it's hard to keep it going. See that? So I don't know what's going on. I would like to have it fixed up, but that's just how it goes. Man, yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm not working as hard as it should be, but it's a lot of work doing YouTube videos by yourself and having to do the work and then explain it and then go on to the next one like okay, that was, I don't really know, and then if something were to happen, you got to man, it's just not happening right now. And I could run this with the housing off, and then the impeller just moves. So how? I don't know. I actually, you know, just learn a lot of DIY stuff. I'm not actually DIY if this is happening, because it's just another thing I gotta look up and have sorted with my things. Ah, man. And it's really hard to really make it without the right tools from the factory, you know, to even try to you know, wind these motors and see, like, it should keep going, you know, as long as I know it goes like that, it should just keep going, but it wants to stop, and you know, it could be an air leak, you know, man, or maybe just even this cap is just way too it just messed with its function, maybe. So too bad I didn't test it before trying to make this extra larger. And I don't know what the air hose is for that comes with, but Oh well, you know, I'm definitely you know, if these were cheap, you know, I would try to have it shooting my fish, but it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. It reminds me of like a water slide where where these it just reminds me of a water slide now that I have one. I've seen people's videos, and so the power heads out, so the only thing I could really rely on now is the sponge filters. So I could test in making these. This might be pretty good for this gravel. I could actually just, you know, have the airline just plug this into the dirt and or the sand, and it might filter it out pretty good. And these will run on air, and I want to make more of these, you know, even with the cap and everything. But, you know, from learning from this Powerhead build, and all, you know, all the excitement, the Powerhead was just kind of, I should have tested it. Then I would have been like just making the one video and not even talking about this filter. But yeah, and this filter sock, it might work. I actually made like a filter sleeve because I used it to skim the top of this aquarium, and basically is just one of these potters, and then, you know, like a sleeve or a sock. If you could stretch it on here, you could pretty much skim the top of the water, and then with the sleeve being on the outside, you'll be able to collect more in this and have more of an area to collect and skim the stuff, and then you just lift it up, and then all the water comes out, and then all the gunk is left inside the sock. And then yeah, that basically helped me clean out this tank before I tested this Powerhead. And now I just got to basically, you know, maybe try to glue it completely, and just maybe one day it'll start working really good. So yeah, that was kind of like the only chance that I had to try to test the Powerhead filter, but it just really didn't work out. So that's pretty much, you know, how it goes. It's hard work, and you don't have that much time anymore. In my case, I don't have that much time, and there's, I'd rather be doing something that you know, I'm just doing instead of, you know, wasting my time and I don't know, and then having to you know, having to do more than I was bargaining. But that's just how it goes. I'll talk to you guys next time. So that's pretty much out of the way, and hopefully these sponge filters will work a lot better. I don't know about these. I have to see what goes on, and see what I could do with it, you know, in 1 or 2 days, and then set it up and then test it. it might work better than that. So I'll talk to you next time. Have a good Christmas and thanks for watching. Bye.